It's the Cable
Oh, should we pack one, pick one, a workshop? Just all in on the fucking workshop train? 1 vote in 30 is like really good ratio in terms of representation, Jesse. Oh wow, it just got past a Mox. We got one of these blue artifacties to come bang. These blue artifact critters. Potentially wheel. Oh, there's a map we could might wheel too. I don't like mapping for workshop. Workshop you really want on turn 1, but mapping for academy is really good. Really good. This sounds like Daka Braka, which also slaps. Oh yeah. Cannoneer's a sad pass. There's a really good chance we get Cannoneer back. Oh, apparently I've heard a few of these tracks from Daka Braka. I don't know if someone song requested them or what. Karn would be a hot wheel. Karn's always a hot wheel, yeah. Oh, I got food on the way. Y'all excited to see me stuff my goddamn face? So Eska's Chariot is a really funny one to put into playoff workshops. Top's a little safer, because you don't play green in workshop very often. This is very explosive. Yeah, I like top too much. There's some sick cards here. Thopter Foundry, Crocus, Shorkai, and Coveted Jewel. Coveted Jewel, of course, pointing you in the direction of the dog builds, dog blink things. I'm gonna grab Shorkai. I'll make sure I get that one. I mean, it's probably gonna wheel, right? Yeah, I think if we take the Crocus, we're guaranteed to wheel either Shorkai or Thopter Foundry. I'm just gonna grab the Crocus. Ugin's been pretty fucked up in this archetype. We'll snag that. Ramp it up a little bit. A little bit worried about sending too many artifact signals. I'll grab that starting town. A little bit of fixing. We're not gonna have enough creatures for Copter. This cube needs Welder Bank so bad. I miss Welder. Little bobble action in case we get that Emery, huh? Every once in a while you see Worm Coil showing up in vintage sideboards too. Some Wrath action for the sideboard. Or main deck, we'll see. Karn did indeed come back to us. Council's Judgment's kind of nice because there's not like a ton of answers to Planeswalkers in like slow blue-white artifact control decks, but the Ugin is an answer. So I feel a little bit better grabbing the Karn. I would anyway, but I feel better about it. Nice. We got our choice between Emery and Expedition Map. I'm going to take the Emery, I think. It'd be a little different if I already had the Academy. If I had Academy instead of Workshop, I'd be all over the map. But I don't have Academy. I've got a Nurse's Bauble. Oh! Something nice about this is, like, because it's an 8-person draft, none of my opponents are going to have a fucking Crocus to brick my Emery either. That's sick. Note that somebody did grab the turtle, and the pack that had Emery in it also had a blue artifact-based creature, so somebody else is also dipping their well into this particular ink pot, as it were. Ooh, my food's outside. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Yeah, I want the card draw. I want the card draw over the Thopter Foundry. They're kind of nice in the same deck. Alright, what do we got? Walking Ballista. Ballista's not like an exciting early pick or anything like that, but it does play well with this Emery. Gotta get at those fries while they're still hot, Yeah, don't love this, I guess I'm just grabbing Path. Fuck. There we go. Getting my foot underneath me here. Yeah, again, if we had the Academy, I'd be about the Candelabra, but we don't. Instead, we had this Workshop. And Basalt Monolith's pretty good to play off Workshop. The other Artifact Drafter has the 3-mana 2/3 that goes infinite with Basalt. That's a bummer for them. Yeah, Metamorph and Nettle Cyst both play really well with Workshop too. I think I'm going to take Nettle Cyst here. Think about Colonnade, think about Solitude. Oh, the Manifold Key could do some work. We have the Monolith on tap. You can also untap top. Turns top into a draw engine. I activate top to draw, untap with key, tap top to draw. You draw 2 cards. One of them's the top card of your library. The other is the top again. Rinse, repeat. Hey, that's a good-ass talisman. That's my talisman right there. Perfect. The Lava Spur boots wouldn't be crazy. We do have Nettle Cyst and Karn here. Could pick up Urza's Saga later, but that would make the boots really hum. Currently, we don't have the Saga, though. Looks like it would be a sick-ass balance deck, too. I did not really consider Ocelot Pride, no. I did hate draft a card from that pack, Cetera. If somebody wanted that Nadu, they would have taken it the first time around. Hey, Metamorph came back. Nice. I was getting fucking hungry. Awkward. Yeah, I was really hoping for like a Soul Ring or something. Instead, I'm grabbing Relic, which is another good Workshop card, but it'd be nice if you had good openers that didn't rely on Workshop. Some good red cards here, huh? We're just gonna take Ponder. Tundra's interesting. Hey, there's an Academy. I almost didn't recognize it at first with the dark border. Exciting. How many more playables do we need? Oh, about 7, huh? I think we'll be good there. Oh, no. I left the mayonnaise on. And it is gross looking. I actually like mayonnaise. They just, like... I don't know what it is about, like, fast food establishments, but they think, like, if somebody wants mayonnaise, they want, like, just an actual tub of mayonnaise on your burger. I don't understand what they're, like, basing that off of. So fetch isn't crazy with the top here. I think I'm just going to grab the Mind Stone, though. Still need a few playables. Yeah, if I'm, like, wiping mayo off the burger, like, you fucked up somewhere, I think. I don't think I've ever noticed when there wasn't enough mayo on a burger. You like mayo on chicken sandwiches? Oh, yeah. With the breading and stuff, it can get, like, kind of, like, crunchy and dry. Mayo helps for sure. So the Saheeli got a lot better with the Academy. I guess I'm grabbing it. Pretty down on the card in general, but this seems like the spot for it. Shieldred's scary, but we do have Caracas and Path. We should be okay. I mean, even Metamorph could be an answer. The Aether Spellbomb plays well with the Emery. Don't hate that pickup. How are we doing on playables? We need like 4 more cards. I think we'll get there. I think Jace makes sense here. Another thing for the kitten to blink, maybe. Yeah, bummer we didn't get that balance, but the rest of the deck's pretty sweet. Actually tricky between Narset and Portable Hole. It's like, are you going to face more like combo decks trying to draw a bunch of cards? Or are you going to face more aggro? I'm going to lean on the side of like adding more artifacts to the deck, which Portable Hole does. I wouldn't put Zerda in this deck. Workshop was pack one, pick one. I'm like short one card. Could play the Haywire Might and the Savannah. I almost like the PO. That's a good ass burger right there. Nice. Yeah, I'm currently leaning towards just playing an extra land. It's like 9-ish white sources. I think that's enough. Kind of a sick opener. Let there be Wrath. I mean, I think the Wrath and the Yugen are both a little further down the line, but like turn one Emery has a pretty good chance of rebuying a Bobble. Rebind the Basalt Monolith, sets up Ugin for next turn. I think this is good, though. And we're actually not going to untap the Monolith. Going to untap this Talisman. And then we can Portable hold their Grim Monolith. Think about the Haywire Might a little bit. I'm just going to submit, though. Playing around Daze? Sort of. They could have dazed the original Basalt Monolith, right? This hand's okay. I'm going to go to 5. I think that sand is better than the first two, actually. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, stock up. Quick, Crocus, bounce the Jace. I need a Metamorph for that fucking One Ring so bad. Cracking the Spell Bomb here to draw a card doesn't actually save me any mana, because losing the Spell Bomb loses the mana I would get from the Academy. So I might as well wait, drop my card and get a little bit more information. Well, that's a bummer. No reason to attack. They have the One Ring protection. So, back to them. They pitched Tinker. I wasn't worried about Tinker. Well, we turned through an extra, 6 cards there? Wonder if we can outdraw this One Ring. Well, we're probably not outdrawing One Ring and Shorakai. I guess at least I have a Witch Enchanter for the Shorakai there. Hello. I guess it's better to loot first than spin top. Yeah, I think we just have a win. Because we can Manifold Key, untap the Coveted Jewel, put in Talon Gates. We're going to just play Talon Gates as a land for turn, exile 1, Spellbomb bounce the other. Saheeli down tick, give me another Nettle Cyst. Equip, serve. It's like plenty of damage. They could be at like 30, I think. This workshop is really making this hand a lot better, huh? I think I'm going to lead on the Talon Gates to not expose the workshop to Wasteland for a turn. Oh, I meant to play out the Spellbomb, but well, whatever. Oh, hey, it's Reese. Fast Bond. Well, that's terrifying. I would typically rather just play a land in my Fast Bond decks. Gotta do what you gotta do, though. I'm actually just gonna straight up draw a card and hello. Sure. Well, speak of the sword. Where does Jace bounce the Sentinel? Another way to get there would be to play the Ballista for 0, get a Saheeli token, and then I could have just tapped the Academy. Ballista for 0 wouldn't get a token. Oh, you're right, because Saheeli cares about non-creature spells. Well, I'm glad I didn't do that. Kind of a bummer, losing some things. And then next turn, we should have enough mana to play out this Ugin. I'm going to go ahead and kill a cat token end of turn. I want to hit the Fast Bond. I'll do this. Oh, I really dug High on Fire. I might have High on Fire higher than against me. Definitely a similar range, though. I'm going to mold this one. I like Wrath against, like, green creature decks, but this hand's, like, just really not very explosive or timely. I think I want something like that. Well, I guess we keep 5, huh? Very similar to the opener, actually. Those exalted beats. Looks like Reese also took a mole, right? They have 7 cards. They've drawn 1. So we're not even that far behind card-wise. Would love to shuffle this, but we're going to keep it. Well, now they're up on cards. Eh? Yay. Well, I think I want to spin that top on upkeep. On second thought, I think I need to hold the path up. Gross. Wondering if Woodfall Primus is their best hit here, if they got something better. Well, they're not going to run out of fucking land drops for Might Form. They did find a Besiege You. I don't know how much that helps. Yep. I assume they want to Besiege You my Construct here so I can't block. And then that'll give me an untapped land. And I'll be able to untap my Basalt Monolith at least. And then we need to come up with something here, So if we just go Jace, bounce the Might Form. Ah, fuck it. So I don't quite have enough mana for everything. Interesting. Torsten version 2. I think I gotta exile the Might Form, actually. Because I can at least bounce the Torsten with Caracas. This game's closer than you thought it would be. In which direction? I think if I want top or Aether Spellbomb here. Both exile the Volborn, of course. Yeah, the Jewel was a bit of a Hail Mary. They did have the chance to, like, take the Jewel or clear the Jace. I think they should have taken the Jewel, was my thought. It is close, though. Both let me see 3 cards. Yeah, maybe they were more about, like, denying me cards than denying me mana. Yeah, I guess I would have gotten 3 cards deeper if I'd untapped with Jace. Maybe that is worse. I don't know. Then we have 10 cards in the library. We have 12 cards. Just the kind of game it's been. We do have that Nettle Cyst in our graveyard. Awesome. No way out of that hole, I suppose. Kind of just hoping Rat's good, rather than mulling to 5 on the play here. Yeah, Tar Pit, not the... Oops, sorry. Not the land I was looking for with this start. Yeah, my round 1 opponent had all the graveyard hate, if they're a Reanimator style deck. Some removal here. Brutality makes sense. Bye, Wrath. Yeah, they're missing land drops. It doesn't seem like it matters too much. Alright. No need to give him a 2-2 there, huh? Yep, and the 8 persons, everybody's in the same draft pod, yeah. Yeah, we listened to it earlier, Whiskey. I want to play Baleful Mastery. It's not going to work, though. I'm going to cut Portable Hole and bring in Overlord, I guess. Let's see. We have Moxjet, Starting Town, Talon Gates. Yeah, 3 black sources is just not quite enough. Oh, there's Relic of Sauron and Coveted Jewel. Maybe it is better. Wrath's not going to be amazing here, but it is, you know, another answer. I guess I'll leave it in. I'll get the Sabai Triome in there. I'm with you. Might be a matchup where you don't mind cycling it too. We don't know if they have Fry. We've seen like literally 2 cards out of their deck. Pretty garbage. Okay. The question for me is whether I want to flash in this Talon Gates as like a sort of pseudo ramp. I don't think so, though. I don't see what good that does me here. whereas holding on to it could be relevant later. Fair enough. Interesting. I think they knew about the Talon Gates from their Inquisition. Well, it's a lot of air, huh? Could be worse. I wonder if just bouncing the Orc army token is correct here. Getting the Brainstorm in before the Bowmaster comes back is tempting. We do have this path. Really glad I held onto the Talon Gates this game, huh? Would have been like lights out if I wasn't sandbagging that one. Alright. Well, that sucked. Be nice if we were getting some immediate value from this Saheeli. We've got some expensive activated abilities here, though, with the Colonnade. I think it makes sense to get the Saheeli down. Fascinating game, huh? I wonder if Saheeli should have downticked there. Oh, I could have double downticked here and attacked for 12 in the air. Shit. Well, that would have been a better fucking line, huh? The thought did not enter my pretty little head, despite talking about the exact same line there. The last track was How Did It Get So Good by Advent Horizon. Oh, okay. I wouldn't have had the mana to activate all of them. If I down ticks the Healy and then blinks the Healy to down tick again. Well, Portable Hole certainly has some targets. The orcs that kept reanimating and that frog. I had a Baleful Mastery. I still like the Baleful Mastery. I like the Wrath. I worry about cutting the Ballista and just like not having enough gas. Maybe I'm supposed to cut the Bauble. Awkward into orcs anyway. Oh, I'm playing an extra land. I could just cut a land. So this is like 11-ish blue sources. And 7, 8-ish white sources. It's about right. I'm going to play one more plains, though. You have to pay mana again, not something you would have guessed. Yeah, I should have known that I was going to have to pay the activated cost again. Back in the day, I played a lot of Jeskai Twin with Kiki-Jiki. And I tried to kill somebody by activating Kiki-Jiki on a Colonnade. And you not only get an unactivated Colonnade, but it comes into play tapped. Not very good. You have to like copy the Colonnade on their end of turn and then untap and activate both. Not happening very often, Hey, we finally have an Academy in the opener. You'll notice that I've been mulliganing very aggressively in this match and in all of the other matches because you really want like either Academy, Mocks, or Workshops in your opener. And the deck just operates a lot better if you've got one of those things going on. Nice. Didn't really want to play Talon Gates out. Oh, they're orking. Pretty little tune. So from earlier opponents, I think we know they don't have Daze or Spell Pierce, right? That's what we learned in the first round. Or am I thinking of the previous league? I mean, I think my sequencing is the same. They're playing draw 7s, so we want to lead on the Academy. We want the Academy in play. We're going to lead on Saheeli here. And then attempt Portable Hole. Bitter Binning Echo, sure. I wonder if they would have, if I had just like tapped out for a Mana Rock or something, I wonder if they would have Bitter Triumph thrown Orc to get the Echo in the bin. The Riddler. Because I shouldn't have done that, because I'm going to play this, which would have exiled it anyway. Just like save the Rourke army. Well, I hope they appreciate it. Yeah, Talon Gaze is up to 1, so you don't have to phase something out. Should have just chose 0 targets. Silly me. If they win by a single 1-1. Oh, there's a tank on their upkeep. Or, I mean, no, I guess we don't really know if they're tanking or not. There's a little whirly dude. We just got some lag between players. We're in game 3 here, right? Yeah, nice. Seems like a good spot to be in game 3. Got this Ugin down drawing cards. They have some answers, you know, they're playing black cards, but Ugin resolving and getting to draw cards is a good sign. And then the Relic of Sauron is essentially infinite cards if you have time to loot with it. That game earlier where we like copied Relic of Sauron and then untapped it, just went through like 6 cards in one turn. That was kind of sweet. Outdrawing the One Ring just because Tolarian Academy is busted all the mana in the universe. You think Onslaught era was peak Magic? It was pretty sweet. Oh, my opponent DC'd. That was right around when I started paying attention. Like, I played Magic on the school lunch yard, you know, before then. But it was mostly just us, like, jamming piles of shit together and arguing about the rules. And I think Onslaught, around that time, was when I started figuring out what, like, competitive Magic was. And found that you could, like, find deck lists online and that sort of thing. So I have some nostalgia for the time period. That might explain my sick-ass grinning demon avatar. Main fees, Vamp Tutor. Concede. Okay. You think that was a misclick? Do you think they had the, felt like a misclick? Maybe they were dealing with internet issues or something. I mean, maybe they were just like trying to put the fear of Chain of Smog in me or something, and they didn't have it. If they do Smog there and make a pile, then like my only